awesome shit. And now it's time for everyone to know it. I am the most secret agent man. I was trained by my neighbor from Japan. The CIA simply couldn't resist. They hired me while I was taking a piss. All my secrets will now be yours. Through my book available in stores. The CIA will try to claim it's nothing but lies.
Welcome to the DOGGZZONE 9000. We're the official podcast of 1-900-HOT-DOG, the final website. We do amazing articles every day about broken, insane things. People love it, and they're right. Support us at patreon.com/1-900-HOT-DOG. It's the only way to pay the last comedy writers. I'm Sean Baby from the internet, and my partner is a Division G butt runner-up, hunk hopeful, Robert Brookway.
Oh, that's a nice one. That implies I still have an unfulfilled promise, which at this stage, I'll take it.
Beautiful.
Here's a Brockway fact. To this day, I hold the record for most economic kick with knockout at 72 miles per gallon. They measure kicks in gallons. Only real martial artists know that.
That's a hybrid kick for sure. Cool people and karate masters know our guest from his hard-hitting combat sports YouTube documentaries. He's Napoleon Blownapart. Welcome back.
Thank you, guys. I don't know how happy I am to actually be here, knowing the subject we're about to discuss tonight. I've been
leading
happier
expert
to be on other podcasts, but we'll see how this plays out. I mean, this could really go either way.
Well, I think we're still pretty early in the book, so he doesn't get to too much actual martial arts lies. It's mostly spy lies, which is more fun. I don't know why, but they're more fun.
Yeah, I was disappointed to hear that I had missed the bulk of the sex lies, because those really are just stomach churning. We can
talk about the sex brush if you want to talk about the sex brush.
Yeah, we just passed the sex brush. It'll be good. Previously on our podcast, and then sex brush.
Previously on The Secret Men. Use a sex brush on your lady. The CIA trained me how to do it.
Suck jam off her foot at the bistro. Take her to the bistro. Cover her feet in jam.
Once again, the CIA taught me to do it, using specifically your taxpayer dollars.
Well, that's I had a quick kind of recap of the book, because, I wanted to get caught up. I didn't want to miss out or anything. And I think what kind of stood out to me in those first 12 pages was something I missed the first, 10 times I read this book. And that was that it was CIA chief Bill Cosby or something, Bill Casey Cosby. Yeah. It was him who introduced Frank to the seductive arts of the undercover world of seducing people.
You know what? I think it was Bill Cosby, and I think that sounded a little something like this, Sean.
Mr. Dukes, you put this in the drink.
Oh, we're already cut. That's in the podcast. Jamie hard cut.
Jamie already knows to cut all the Cosby. We have a standing agreement. Speaking of Frank Dukes and you, Napoleon, because you did a great video on Frank. I love that. It's one of my favorites you've done. Your videos are
thank you.
They're well researched. They're very fun. I sent one to one of our writers, Merritt K. I think it was the one you did on Ronda Rousey's flawless striking, and very quickly into the video, she emailed me. She's like, "Oh shit, I need to watch all of these." She immediately clocked it as important work.
I mean, it's making fun of Ronda Rousey's striking. That really is that's makes you the man from Del Monte of low hanging fruit. Come on.
There's that video of her just throwing 1-2s when she's shadowboxing, and it's just
does the shadow win?
Oh, dude, you would see her come into the gym and be like, okay, she's too dangerous to have her stand near people. That person is out of control. But she did just completely maul Gina Carano in their retirement comeback fight,
which was funny. So props. You gotta give her a positive.
I mean, she beat someone who hasn't fought in 17 years. I mean, it's pretty good going.
And in exactly the way everyone would have predicted, I suppose.
Yeah.
the same way she won her first like 9 fights.
I was hoping she would, showcase her newly improved striking. I mean, she's clearly been working on it. So I was disappointed we didn't see, some noodle arm punches being thrown.
I might have talked about this in the podcast before about how much I like Gina Carano despite her like right-wing tendencies. Because like on American Gladiators, first of all, she's like cute and kind of knows it. So whenever the camera's on her, she kind of does like, oh, shucks, me, little old pretty me, which I love. I think that's very charming. But when she was on American Gladiator, she was like a pro fighter. And so when they did the pugil sticks, like it's like some lady firefighter from Nebraska, she would just fucking wreck her. Just like no chance, fucking annihilate these women one after another. And I thought it was so funny to see that mismatch every American Gladiators. Because before it was just like, here's a bunch of bodybuilders who might have played a little football. And so you had a chance if you were like a scrappy athletic person. Not here.
That's what you tune into those shows to see, though, is, average Joes getting their shit rocked by people.
I mean, that first season.
That happened most of the time.
I feel like most of the Gladiators did not survive that first season.
Did you ever see we're way off topic now. Did you see the show Pros versus Joes?
Oh, I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
Okay, you'd love it. It's like that. It's professional athletes, like a little past their prime, but against like douchebags. And it was made during the like late 90s when like douchebag was like a full personality. So guys would come on and be like, I could totally beat Clyde Drexler in basketball. And then they'd lose like 150-0 to Clyde Drexler in basketball. But they'd let them like hang themselves with like a 10-minute video of them like, yeah, I'm the coolest basketball star in all of Dayton, Ohio. We can get back to subject at hand.
I just want to see slam ball come back, man.
That was the one with the trampolines?
The trampoline basketball. I mean,
Yes.
like, that was just genius. Like, I mean, I don't know how much coke was in the room when they came up with that idea, but clearly it was more than enough.
Yeah, the right amount, sounds like. All right. We are talking about Frank Dux today. Someday we should talk about Pros versus Joes, just for the record. This is part 2 of our award-winning podcast series. We did part 1 with novelist Jason Pargin. We made it 12 pages into the book, as we've mentioned. Jason's area of expertise is storytelling, writing, among other things. But so a lot of what we discussed was the writing abilities of Frank Dux, which we all agreed were perfect. He's a fuck spy, as imagined by a very stupid child. Every sentence holds new mysteries and marvels. We are going to finish this chapter on sex training. And then we're going to get into his recruitment into the agency, which might be the CIA. He's a little shaky on details like that. It's here where his storytelling falls apart because...
Oh, only here?
Yes. I think he doesn't know how a lot of this stuff works, except what he's seen in movies. And he wrote this long, long after he'd concocted his life story for Black Belt Magazine and Bloodsport. So what we see in the dialogue is a lot of real specific excuses for the lies that he already got caught in.
Fantastic. At this point, this is... What year is this? This is 90s, right?
Yeah, I think 90.
He must have just felt the internet approaching like the shadow of death upon him.
Yes. It's like, I need to get this out before I can be debunked, like immediately.
Oh my! I'm gonna be in so much fuck. They're building a what network? An information network? Oh fuck!
Oh no! Will they be able to look up how old I was when I became the super combat sex spy? 14 years old. Oh, they're gonna know I'm full of shit.
Where will they be able to look that up? Everywhere?
Oh no.
Oh no. I specifically designed my life around this never happening.
Frank is still on the date earlier with that really square girl who asked him if he'd killed anyone.
Has he done the jam thing yet?
Oh yeah, he talked about the jam in, I think, one of the nested flashbacks. But now he is back in the present on a date with the woman who knows him from Bloodsport. He's already kind of shamed her for saying like, it's kind of gauche to ask people if they've killed anybody.
How rude.
He says licking jam off feet.
Yeah. If you were sucking jam off my feet, I'd be like, what a stand-up gal. But this...
I am desperately sorry that I missed the part where Frank describes giving a woman shuddering orgasms, because in a book of fantastical shit that never happened, I think that is the most fantastical shit that never happened.
I think it was in the fire retardant system too. Like he'd set off the alarm so they were covered in like the grimy old like pipe water.
Yeah, like I would firmly believe that Frank could defuse a nuke before I'd believe that a woman did not recoil from his touch.
I think in a chapter or so he'll be doing both at the same time.
Yes, absolutely. I think he does later in the book. He does disarm, I think, an anthrax bomb, but it turned out to be a setup. Wait, I'm skipping way ahead.
You're going to spoil it for people, man.
So Frank says to this woman he's on a date with, "Perhaps sometime I'll take you to Franco's bar," I told her. "Franco's bar? Where's that?" she asked, removing her sunglasses to reveal her brown eyes. "Milan, Corso Magenta 25. Next to the Hotel King. Insiders know its name, so I guess it's not called Franco's bar."
Like insiders to the hotel know its name? I mean, right. I thought that was obvious.
He clearly said it wrong, and somebody like checked the address or something, and they're like, that's not what that is. That doesn't exist.
That's precisely what happened.
He's just right. Pulling words he thinks are French out of his fucking ass at this point. Yep. Corso Magenta 20 Grande Latte.
She's like, "That sounds delicious." "It's not delicious. It's like the Star Wars bar."
Star Wars bar for 40-year-old virgins.
Which I'm not, because of that the shuddering orgasms I mentioned earlier.
I've had sex. You read about it 2 pages ago.
Oh, it's professionally good sex. I decided to tell her a little story. Don't jump to conclusions if the bartender there tells you the place was nicknamed after a 22-year-old youngster named Franco who supposedly killed his first man there in a knife fight with 2 giants from Genova. This is the
most talkative bartender.
Oh my God.
Jeez, he's just blurting this stuff out to anybody.
They named a bar after him because of the murders he did there?
Killed the 2 giants, yeah. We're going to call this Franco's Killed the 2 Big Guys bar. No, we got to shorten that.
What is this? Like, did this just slip into like Lord of the Rings? Franco just killed some giants or something?
Yeah.
He just killed some trolls?
I guess the least you would do is name a bar after him, sure.
I would have called it like the 2 Dead Giants or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, if I've killed some giants, that's what I'm going to lead with in like every conversation I'm in for the rest of my life.
The giants that died from orgasms, the bar.
I would drink there.
I would drink there every goddamn night.
Yeah, they got special booths for sucking jam. All right. The bartender's continuing. They pulled switchblades and threatened to slit Franco's throat if he didn't leave and never come back. According to the bartender, Franco told them, "This is my home away from home. Don't mess with me in my home." They didn't believe him. I smiled back at her. At least that's how the story goes.
So the bar just didn't have a name before?
Yeah, I guess that's what he's saying. Yeah, they were like, "We're going to name this bar after the first guy who commits 2 murders.
The first guy who kills 2 giants."
Whether giants or not, I mean, any kind of murder is acceptable. Really.
Yeah.
Like, this is a petty note, but like, just from a purely like visual storytelling perspective, Switchblade is not a great weapon for a giant. It makes them look really small. It makes them look even smaller, like playful.
It barely gets through their blubber. I guess I'm assuming they're like kind of like sea lion giants.
The giants pulled the switchblades, and that makes it look like Andre the Giant with like a normal sized beer can, where you're like, "Oh, that's adorable."
That's really cute.
I'm lost already because I missed the part where the giants pulled the switchblades.
Giants pulled switchblades on him, they pulled axes, man.
You're right.
They pulled apart a table and threatened to beat him with it. Like, it's a petty note.
Yeah,
but
yeah, if they picked up a pinball machine, that'd be something.
There you go. That's how they do it in the beat 'em up game.
Yep. So her eyes were undisturbed. Everything was a game for her entertainment. I was tired of games. I'd been playing games all my life. And they made everything,
Hello Kitty
even the
Island
fear
Adventure.
of death. He loves Hello Kitty Island Adventure. They taught him how to play it at the NSA.
Using your tax dollars.
The games of his life made everything, even the fear of death, seem unreal. Perhaps my father had realized this when he made his decision to leave the intelligence business. Maybe I, too, would learn this lesson before it was too late. Director of Central Intelligence, William Casey, had played games, and I had been one of his playing pieces. I resisted an urge to spill my guts.
I became Bill Cosby's playing piece. I believe is where we've landed.
Yep. Bishop to Rook Roofy.
And it only took, 10 minutes?
Yeah, we're already doing Cosby. Jamie, you got to cut all 50 of these Cosbys. Don't forget any of them.
Dukes to Pussy 5. That's my move.
Jesus.
I slipped that in time for the cut, right? That's in.
Yeah, now you made it.
That was in the cut.
Yeah, no one will hear that. I resisted an urge to spill my guts to the woman who sat across from me. God knows I needed a friendly ear, not to mention a friendly bosom on which to lay my head.
You hate this woman, remember?
He just needs them titties.
You're gonna spill all your spy secrets to this woman that you openly hate at this point, who also just thinks you're a fucking joke?
Everything's a game to her.
Yeah, I mean, she asked him, like, how many men he'd killed. That's so gauche. I mean, geez. Who does that?
Who does that?
Everything's a game to her. It made me want to trust her with all of my secrets because she had titties, you see.
We've discovered Frank's one weakness. There's no way William Cosby could have seen this coming.
They didn't train him for titties. I was trained exclusively to resist asses.
However, over the years, I had trained myself not to talk about the things that were the most important.
Yeah, right. He wrote a fucking book about it.
Yes, that's a good point.
Despite the book you're reading, I have trained myself.
Many times, Casey had told me, son, whatever happens, don't talk. When the shit goes down, that's the only way one can maintain one's dignity.
Yeah, well, he failed that one.
Yep. He's got an ulterior motive for that.
This guy might be the most talker, least dignity man that's ever lived. It's incredible.
I think it's kind of what he's known for at this point. So, like,
yeah.
I mean, how he lasted so long in the CIA, FBI, whatever he was in, I mean, it's kind of a mystery to me if he spills secrets this quickly.
Department of Health and Human Services? That's an agency. He doesn't say which one.
They taught him how to finger a butt at that one. You have that clip in your Frank Dukes video where he went on that like daytime talk show dressed up in a tuxedo with
woman just completely owns him
with the most obvious question.
She's like, if you're a spy, why are you on TV telling everyone you're a spy? And he just kind of shrugs like, oh, you got me. Yeah.
I'm stuck in checkmate now. And those like vapid faced booth babes that he hired to like hang on his arms were just like, yeah, answer her. Like you got busted, guy I just met today.
Like, this is the one question I didn't expect.
Easiest answer in the world because that's exactly what they'd expect me to do.
You wouldn't know. You weren't in this shit with Will Cosby.
That's what I've been trained for.
Frank is looking at this date and he says, how could that gorgeous face and body comprehend how difficult it was to stare someone in the eyes and kill him? Even someone as horrifying as fish? Anyway. The day-to-day details, compiling leads, sources, even tracking someone would cause her to glaze over in boredom behind her sunglasses.
Yeah, I kind of know how she's feeling right about that.
For my first year on the fish case, not only did I have no clues whatsoever to his identity, but I was not even sure such a person existed. Casey had handed me a string of unsolved murders whose only similarities lay in their seeming randomness. The gruesome brutality inflicted upon the victims, their lack of identities, and the fact that no evidence existed as to the identity of the killer or killers.
Okay, I have to ask at this point, this whole book isn't a flashback to this date, right? Because so far it is.
Oh, please let it be so.
Oh, Jesus, you might be right. This might be one of 70 flashbacks we're trapped within.
This is all still just him on the date.
Yeah, this is all past tense.
It's the My Dinner with Andre of shitty spy novels.
My Dinner with Tiffany, and Tiffany is just completely checked out.
Did you ever kill anybody, Frank?
That's how you'd start the movie.
Already not paying attention to the answer.
Yep. You're right. If someone were to adapt this novel into a movie, you would probably set it in a Dinner for Andre situation. You with some flashbacks, but the whole movie would be framed around this date.
This terrible date.
I would watch the hell out of that.
Yeah, that'd be really.
That would be better than Bloodsport.
Just putting like all the events of the raid, but interspersed with a guy trying to impress a date.
Trying and failing.
He grabbed me by the leg and swung me around like an axe. She's just looking at like, is there more bread? Is he coming back with bread?
I wonder how much money it would take to get Frank Dukes to play himself. And then the real movie would be like the behind the scenes where he gives you notes. He's like, no, they had switchblades, not pinball machines. Like, okay, we'll fix the script.
But Frank, the switchblades would look really small in those giants' hands.
Yeah, they looked adorable.
People in the know that the Italians call pinball machines switchblades because of the little bladed paddles.
It's actually pronounced switchblade.
It's an Italian term.
We Googled the address, Frank, and it's not called Franco's Bar. No, you got to Bing it. On Bing, they get it right. What's the connection? I asked, because again, he's being presented with just a bunch of random murders. And he's like, we don't know who killed him. Check this out. Check out all these murders around the country. What's the connection? I asked. The killer, of course, he replied. I think it's a company man, or at least someone with agency connections. See what you can do. Because what do I have to go on? I stammered. Listen, son, Casey snarled. One of my hunches is worth a hell of a lot more than a whole shit pile of evidence. I didn't know him well enough to realize that he was having some fun at my expense and that I was supposed to know it. As far as the CIA went, I was still raw and uninitiated in the more sophisticated circles of intelligence operations. Originally recruited while still in my teens.
Dude, like what age? Okay, I need to know. I need to know who's out here recruiting 14-year-olds to be like super spies at the CIA. What was Bill Cosby smoking?
Yeah, what specifically about the teenagers did the CIA love? Like, let's...
Did Frank arrive at CIA headquarters smuggled in an IKEA wardrobe?
Okay, so Frank is having to deal with like a bad guy from a Mission Impossible movie, like a company man gone rogue. There's no evidence about anything. It's just a bunch of just to get a death rampage that may or may not be related. He has no idea what's going on. He has no idea that his boss is making fun of him.
I like that his first instinct is to whine about it. Like, what am I supposed to do with this?
What the fuck, boss?
Yeah, that's not how the Mission Impossible movies start, with Tom Cruise going, "This is impossible."
You don't know his name? You don't know where he is? How am I supposed to do this?
I thought you were the best 14-year-old I could find. Jesus.
Next time I'm getting 17-year-olds. God damn it.
Yeah, I would like to know when they taught him how to suck jam off a foot, because it sounds like he might have been a child.
Yep.
He might have just been hungry. They might have said, go eat jam off a foot.
You want to eat pits off a foot.
Hopefully he was after the age of at least 17.
This is the rifle, this is your gun speech, but for feet.
There are many other strawberry jams like this, but this jar is mine. Okay, he's recruited in his teens. I was seduced by the perfumed promises of glory and adventure by my sponsor, Major General Forsman.
Okay, so this just plays back into the whole being taught the art of seduction by Bill Casey. Now there's like perfumed promises and Major General
United States Air Force.
I thought you were being pretty I didn't want to say anything, but when we started this podcast, I thought you were being pretty optimistic by saying, we'll finish the sex chapter of this episode.
There's just too many questions about it.
No, that's the point. That's the point of the podcast, is that every goddamn line you have to stop and be like, what the fuck did you just say?
But yes, it's Major General Forsman, United States Air Force. This is the same rank as that Russian Major General he made up in the forward. So maybe he just thinks you can make this rank up.
No.
Nope. Maybe. No one found him. And it feels like Major Generals leave a paper trail. All right. He secretly oversaw selective covert operations in Europe. Later in 1981, after a 2-year hiatus, I was re-recruited by the charismatic Bob Ames and DCI Bill Casey.
So he's like 16 and took a 2-year hiatus and got rehired.
And got rehired by what is definitely sounding like his groomer?
They were his handlers and his only intelligence officers who knew his actual identity and who were responsible for creating his many roles.
Like a bread roll? I mean, come on.
Yes, they made all of his rolls. They also taught him how to bake to go with the jam in case he couldn't find a foot to eat them off of.
Does he get into his many roles? Because so far, all of the roles just seem to be Frank Dukes.
But there's sexy Frank Dukes. There's suave Frank Dukes.
Yep.
They're all Frank. I want to see like nerdy accountant Frank Dukes. Like, as if he's suddenly a master of disguise. Let's see that. Let's see some of that.
Can we get at least a charismatic Frank Dukes or a fun Frank or something?
A picture section in his book, as you both know because you own this book.
I'm reading it as we speak. This is actually kind of a read along. It's like a book club for horrible martial arts fanfics.
There's a picture of him. One of them he has a blonde wig and he's got puffed cotton balls in his cheeks, so his cheeks are all puffed out. It looks like nothing other than a man in a blonde wig eating too big a bite.
I hope you don't have to talk in that role. There are non-speaking CIA undercover roles, like you're an extra in an operation.
There's one where he has a big old mustache, and he does kind of look different. And then one where he has sunglasses on, and
master of disguise.
That's at work. And the caption says, Frank, quote, the chameleon, just 3 of the hundreds of disguises I adopted, courtesy of the author. He gave himself a little photo credit.
He sourced himself. Source, 2 thumbs, this guy. The chameleon, there's 3, and they're 1 wig, mustache, and sunglasses. Like, that's just a guy trying to find himself, man.
Yes.
There's also like the passports that he has scattered around that he clearly borrowed from his friends and stuff. It's like, the CIA gave me these.
Yeah, and look at all these pagers. Would a non-spy have 4 different kinds of pepper spray? Checkmate.
And a globe is that a globe in the picture? I don't know. It looks kind of like a globe that might have a GIMP mask on it or something. I don't know.
I gotta know where they're sending me on my globe. I picture him just looking it up, like Bosnia, looking for it on the globe, just carefully
Never
spinning
heard of
it.
that place.
I don't see it.
Locals call it something different. People in the inside know it's actually Costa Rica.
Did you mean equator? Am I going to equator? Am I going to Rand McNally? I can find that one.
I spent 4 missions in Equator. When I was in Equator, they called me the boss. So we do make fun of Frank for creating as many roles because he just basically has this one. But he has already given us several nicknames. I think he's been, like the Rabbit and the Dark Man and the Shadow Brigade. I can't.
Oh, can't say that one.
Yes.
Sweet
Don't
Cheeks.
say that one. Sweet Cheeks, yes.
Woke cost us Frank the Dark Man Dukes.
Yep. Footsucker.
I never thought we'd lose that one.
So the next paragraph, he talks about how he knows Ollie North. He calls him Ollie. You remember him from the Iran-Contra scandal.
Yeah.
They're pals. But don't ask Oliver North about him because he only knows Frank Dukes, the world-famous inspiration for Bloodsport. He only knows him by a code name.
Mm-hmm. And what's that code name?
I don't think he says...
so we can't ask Oliver North about the code name.
I believe it was Sweet Cheeks.
I think it's probably that asshole. Like if you came up to Oliver North and you're like, hey, do you remember that asshole? And you point to a picture of Frank Dukes, he'd be like, fuck, that guy? Yeah,
That guy?
I do. I've thrown him out of my house 6 times. Every single time it's a mustache. I'm like, you can't use the same one. It's not a disguise if you just have a mustache.
Yeah, he was peeking in my back window with socks on his hands.
I do picture Oliver North being like really fooled by the socks on the hands.
Yeah.
This man has no hands. What the fuck?
He had no hands. I don't trust a man with no hands. Yeah, he says, even Ollie knew me only by my code name. For in order for me to perform this job most effectively, Casey cloaked my identity to the intelligence community as a whole, including North, who was National Security Council, not CIA. So again, somewhere along the way, someone said, hey, Frank Dukes, you claimed that you knew Oliver North, but he doesn't know who you are. And he's like, oh, right. Like, there's a great reason for that.
Hold on. It's just occurred to me. Uh-oh, this might be the rest of my life.
And so it was.
There had to have been a moment where he realized, like, oh no, the rest of my life is going to be covering up for this one book full of elaborate lies. That's got to feel like a midlife crisis.
This book is those covers.
I mean, it's a career.
It has. It did turn it into a job.
Yeah, Napoleon, you might know this better than us. We had no real idea how he made his money. I know that there's a spy shop he was affiliated with by my favorite pier in San Francisco. I went there and I bought like an autographed picture of Frank Dukes for my buddy Eddie. It was like $200. It was very expensive.
God, I would think even at that point they would have a picture of you up somewhere.
Do not serve this man.
Yep.
No, I kind of figured he made his money from kids' karate classes. It is a lucrative industry.
My best guess.
He did have schools. I did find a couple of his schools at one point.
But then he blew all that money buying himself trophies, like really, really oversized, comically oversized trophies, one might say, so he could pretend that he won them in the blood sport.
I don't know the logistics of it, but how much money could you possibly make at a child's karate school? Like I took child's karate. It was like $30 a month.
Yeah, but you weren't going to Frank Dukes' childhood karate classes.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
This is the primo karate class for kids.
I used to go out with a girl, and she took ninjutsu at one of his franchise schools, and he visited the school, and he hit on her. And I don't know how old she was when he did this, but when I was like, what do you mean? Like he kind of playfully flirted, and she's like, no. She like made it clear like it was not appropriate. So I was like, oh, okay.
Why is that like the least surprising thing I've heard all night?
Right. Yeah, nobody was shocked by that. I'm just like letting you know that he's kind of using these kids' karate schools as like.
Now, hold on. That wasn't Frank Dukes. That man had a mustache. That was Frances.
That was old Puffy Cheeks who lives around the corner from.
Yeah, we got away with it. And I think I told this story on Big Feats, but like when I was in that spy shop, I asked the owner, like, hey, or the cashier, I was like, is Frank Dukes affiliated with this spy shop in some way? And he like stopped and gave me the weirdest look. And I was like, what the fuck does that look mean? And he goes, And it was clear he was like dying to tell Frank Dux stories and like didn't know how much trouble he was getting in, and his brain just sort of shut down. And he finally decided, yes, I could tell Frank Dux stories. And he was like, yeah, the second I met him, he had these 2 bodyguards that were really embarrassing. And he started asking him about like how Bloodsport was fake. Like, I guess everyone who talks to Frank Dux is like, that's all bullshit, right? And these guys were on it. They're like, no, you got to fucking leave Mr. Dux alone. And all of his stories were kind of like that, like him trying to talk to Frank Dux and getting bullied by these 2 guys.
Technically, questions are a form of assault.
He doesn't want to have to kill you. That's our job. We keep his hands clean. He's known as Dr. Dirty Hands in the intelligence community. If you ask Oliver North who Dr. Dirty Hands is, he'll tell you he doesn't know.
But not Oliver North from the CIA, Oliver North from the NSA. The other Oliver North, not the one you guys know, the other guy. I know that
Kevin
one.
Oliver North. He's talking about the cloak of secrecy. I paid a price for this cloak, however, as a result of remaining masked. I risked double jeopardy.
And again, we're back to the Lord of the Rings references. Like he's got a cloak of invisibility. Like, come on.
As a Nazgul.
It did sound, the way he said that, it did sound like he thought that was a physical cloak.
It's in quotes.
This is your CIA issue, cloak of invisibility.
See, the cloak of secrecy is even more like putting it in quotes is like, is that the name of a cloak that you have?
It's a full-size body sock, Navajo white.
Oh shit, that's ingenious.
You could hide on most paint. As a result of remaining masked, I risked double jeopardy. In addition to carrying out dangerous covert operations, I chanced being killed by my fellow covert ops, either by accident,
wouldn't that be a
mistaken identity. Yep, this happened. Other spies will shoot you. Or in conjunction with their often violent means of shielding their extracurricular criminal endeavors. Double duty, Casey calls it. Double your pleasure. Double your fun. That's just like a little Casey joke. You know.
Yeah, we know Casey.
Yeah, he loves to make those gum marketing puns about spy work.
Speaking of jokes, this is maybe Frank Dux' weakest point. Frank says to the double your pleasure, double your fun, he goes, got me a number with double zeros in front of it, I'd kid. Only on your paycheck, he'd answer in his gruff voice. The same tone he used that day in mid-1981 when he assigned me the fish case.
And then we all laughed.
Yes, and then we all laughed. Freeze frame. So yeah, this is bad banter.
I'd love to know like how many times Frank's editor had to go through this book and remove the phrase, and then everybody clapped.
Yes.
You know Frank's editor was just Frank in glasses, right? I put on Frankie the editor and disappeared into the role.
Oh, Frankie the editor. Sorry, let me take these puffs out of my cheeks. We are definitely not going to get to it today, but there is a chapter that's just about how cool he is at a convention he went to.
The convention where, didn't he get the shit beaten out of him by a UFC fight?
Not according to the book.
I don't think that's in the book.
I wonder why. It's got to be in here somewhere. He couldn't have left out such a life-altering moment.
Well, please, for the love of God, tell me it was Harold Howard. Was that his name?
God, I wish it was Harold Howard.
Did he try the flash kick on him?
Or the guy in the diaper, Kevin Rosier, maybe? That would be even better.
Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's how the story goes. It's like early in the UFC, like Frank Dux was like hovering around trying to like be a part of the real fighting community, and like somebody beat him up.
To contribute precisely what? What was the role that you envisioned for yourself?
Spy shit.
Yeah. He walks around like he's like the original MMA champion, because that's what the Kumite was. And I think that's what he was doing there, is just to kind of be like, yeah, I'm going to see this new generation of me.
I would have loved so much for him to try to, like, God, imagine like the young pupil, the Star Wars style apprentice that he brings into the first UFC. And we get to see in real time, like, how split punches work. Like, now you split punch the crotch.
You could do that for like 4 or 5 UFCs. You could totally punch him in the dick. Frank Dux would have done great.
He could have punched that sumo wrestler.
They did. They had a sumo wrestler.
They could have started an entire just dick punching division for him.
Yep. Oh, I would have loved a Frank Dux dick punching fighting league.
It's not too late.
It's true.
Who said it's too late?
Have you ever gone to, I'm sure you have, Napoleon, gone to like Frank Dux' ninjutsu site and seen like his senior students? It is like just a jump scare of comedy to jump scare of comedy. They're all such like intense looking nerds.
They had a convention this year.
Oh my God.
And it was a convention featuring Ishida Kim. I don't know if have you seen it,
Oh
Sean?
my God.
I'm not sure. But it's a real thing that happened. They invited, fake ninjas from all over the globe to this thing. But there
Incredible.
was Frank, there was Ishida. It was held in like a Holiday Inn somewhere.
I got invited to that by a guy making a comedy documentary.
I forgot
And he
we
was
were
like-
invited to that.
Yeah, and he wanted me to like fuck with Frank Dukes, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds pretty fun. He's like, and then we'll like work it out so you fight him. I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, we could like.
I'm not going
to
die.
I'm like, in a million. Yeah, I'm not going to die at the deadliest hands in the world. I'm like, people have been trying to fight Frank Dukes for like fucking 40 years, and you think you're just going to work that out in a weekend? I'm like, yes, I'm in. Under any circumstances, I'm in. I'm just telling you, it's not going to happen.
Just tell him you're an easily breakable bottle of champagne, and he'll kick the shit out of you like any second.
Yeah, chop right through that.
I mean, easy comedy lay, but the smell of that place would be very daunting. I am going to bet that like
ointment and pee.
I'm going to bet that the percentage of transition lenses would be among the highest in the world.
I just pictured all those ancient ninjas in transition lenses, and I'm like, yeah, you're exactly right.
I pictured somebody just like opening the door and then all of the eyes going dark at the same time.
And then all of them turning into bats. I don't know why I made them karate vampires. Okay, so we're now in chapter 3. It's just called Casey.
We did it.
We did it. We finished the sex chapter. Congratulations.
I can't believe we made it.
Yeah, we're not going to get through this. We'll try. The Century Plaza Hotel bustled with even more activity than usual. The number of CIA agents alone made the opulent, colonnaded lobby seem crowded. They were easy to spot. The most and least likely suspects doing duty.
The CIA secret, these amazing elite best of the best CIA agents were easy to spot.
Also, it's like a convention for them. So like they probably think they're off work. They're like just trundling through the lobby with like a to-go container of Hawaiian food being like, hey, Frank.
How's it going?
Frank's got a little notebook where he's marking everyone down. Just Jesus Christ, my dude. Come on.
That guy looks like an agent. That guy very much doesn't look like an agent, making him the perfect agent.
Like, do you always have to be such a fucking narc, Frank? Like, come on. Take a day off. Jesus.
I just also, it's so important to me to note this from now on. We are still in the date. We have not gotten
as far as we know.
The date.
Yes.
We are never getting out of the date.
The text of the book has not said we have exited the flashback from the date. So until he does that, this is like an open parentheses. We are open parentheses on this date.
The date is eternal.
This is a narrative device to like perfectly simulate in the reader what that woman felt like on that date with Frank Dukes.
The confusion and impatience.
It's really good.
He has one of my favorite dumb guy things, which is that he thinks he has keen observation skills because he's just imagining shit. Like, say, oh, that guy's definitely a spy because of the way he walks. I'm the smartest man alive.
Not to flick back to the sex chapter again, but like he claims he can spot gay people how they walk as well. He's like, the stiff-armed movements of the homosexual. What?
Notoriously stiff-armed people. Come on, Frank Dukes. This is the 90s. We had the stereotypes on. It was like the one thing we had on lock.
There was enough hidden hardware in the hotel to carry on a small war. I could tell who among the guests toted firearm by the way they moved. I never looked for signs of the guns themselves. They could be easily hidden, however. Few men fail to reveal that they are carrying a weapon by the way they carry themselves. Being gun conscious causes awkwardness, even when someone stands still. To my trained eye, most agents in the hotel lobby looked constipated or tentative in their movements.
That was probably just the buffet that caused that look in them.
Yeah.
They're all just a little hungover.
Just a little constipated. And
they're traveling. That happens to everybody.
Yeah.
All those people had guns. You're a super spy, Brockway. This whole time, you didn't even know.
Every time I travel, I get gunned. I have to take special supplements, or else I'm all gunned up the whole trip.
Help me, Pepto-Bismol. I can also tell from the slope of someone's shoulders whether he was heavy on one side or the other. People walked differently, straighter, with even a small caliber gun tucked in the small of the back. So if you're leaning over, if you're straight, Frank Dukes knows you have a gun.
My God, everyone in this lobby has a gun. My God, everyone in the world has a gun.
Part of my knowledge came from pure experience and observation. Another part was the result of my martial arts training, where close observation of the slightest shifts in the stance of one's opponent could mean the difference between victory or defeat, life or death.
Or getting your yellow belt in karate.
I guess that was in Bloodsport, where like Van Damme very carefully like squared off against that guy in the Kumite, and then he just pulled a gun.
Oh yeah, I remember
that. That was the director's cut, I think.
Van Damme was ready for it. That guy's gonna use gun style on me.
I could tell by the way he wasn't leaning and then the way he was. Casey's people obviously knew whom to look for. Moments after I entered, a clean-cut type sporting a conservative suit fixed his eyes on me and never let go. So in a room of obvious spies, Frank Dux is the most obvious spy, even in his greatest fantasy.
You just said you had impeccable gaydar, and
I paused for a moment, debating whether to go to the bar in the center of the lobby. Maybe I could turn this trip into a double encounter and start a relationship with someone else besides Casey.
Okay, he does.
I'm picking up an undercurrent here, guys. I don't know about you.
You're not going to like this next part of the sentence. Someone female and much younger, of course.
Calm down, Epstein.
I started for the bar, but Mr. Suit intercepted me halfway. Blonde and beefy, with his dark blue Brooks Brothers jacket unbuttoned, but still tight. He was impeccably shaved.
How tight was it, Frank?
Reeked of cologne.
I'm so sorry that I was making fun of him for not having gaydar. I didn't realize what he was doing. Like, this is actually really progressive of him.
Let me finish. Here, okay, the guy reeked of cologne. He says, Tinkerbell? It was really more of a statement than a question. And he almost let a slight smile crack his serious demeanor. Who else? Laugh and I'll make you fly, I answered. Again, just top-notch banter. Definitely should have left that in the book.
What, one of his spy identities is named Tinkerbell?
Yes, he's named Tinkerbell, probably as a goof. And everyone knows Tinkerbell famously made other people fly. Actually, that might be true. I can't remember.
Yeah, she made other people fly, I guess. It's a long way to go for an I'll punch you into the air pun.
Yeah. I'll crawl into your pocket and suck the jam off your feet.
Like, laughing, I'll make you fly, but get me drunk and I'm yours.
Yeah.
Famous line from Peter Pan.
The name was the one Ames had provided for me, his idea of a joke. Ames had a penchant for games, and perhaps that's why he was so successful as a recruiter. His devil-may-care attitude attracted youthful recruits as well as risk-takers. Make no mistake about his abilities, however. When he meant business, the jokes immediately ceased. He was real. None of the false macho bullshit portrayed in movies where the characters crack jokes in a situation that would make most people piss in their pants, or only moments after someone's buddy had been blown away. They're acting as if nothing happened and the whole damn business was a game. That doesn't sound like anybody we know.
He just in this spy book, he just called you Tinkerbell, dude. Like you're tonally so all over the place.
Needless to say, I liked Ames. He was the main reason I was there. Take a walk outside for a while until I come get you, Mr. Suit ordered. He nodded his head towards rear doors, leading to the water garden. I checked out the bonsai trees while I waited. Past the pond with its fountain and artificial islands, the swimming pool waited, lit up even though nobody was testing the water. As for me, you wouldn't catch me taking a dip this time of year without a wetsuit.
This is impeccable romantasy writing. Like he's building up an exotic world that doesn't exist, just fraught with sexual intention.
I'm sad that this is the only book we ever got from Frank. How did such a literary titan only produce one masterpiece like this?
Exactly.
This could have been an entire franchise.
It's like, here comes this guy. I can picture him. He's like, his suit's tight. His skin's tight. He's shaved.
He reeks of cologne.
Just smelling. And then like the setting, he's like, the bonsai trees. And there's like this beautifully well-lit pool. But then if you're a super spy like me, you realize he let you in on a secret. Frank Dukes' weakness is cold water.
You'd never catch me in that pool.
We can use that against him.
I may be tough, but I'm not chilly pool tough.
The grounds were designed for privacy, and I ended up in the shadows.
Still doing it.
Yeah,
still really
still spying
hot.
Around.
Still like somebody's got to fuck. I don't know, man. You got to give us release.
Sexual tension is off the charts.
So
it's
erotic.
Crazy.
As soon as all the ladies in the book left, it gets real hot. Staking out the glass doors and windows of the lobby. Checking out a blonde stuffed into a sequined gown. She provided a pleasant sight while I mused over what had brought me there that evening.
It's creeping on people through the glass.
That seems to be basically all Frank has done since arriving in the lobby is just stand there creepily checking people out.
Till a guy came up and said, Tinkerbell, take a walk. Tinkerbell, get the fuck out of here. And he's like, he knows my spy name and is giving me a spy mission. And really the guy's like, no, I'm homophobic and I need you to go.
You're staring at everybody. It's weird. All right, so he's looking at this blonde stuffed into a gown, and then he says, originally recruited and prepared while still in my teens, I had been seduced by the perfumed promises of glory and adventure by my sponsor, Major General Enforcement. What?
It sounds like grooming more and more that he says it. Also, who?
No, there was perfume involved.
The perfume promises.
That makes it romantic.
I love this. I actually read these on Big Feats that one day because I was really impressed at how he completely repeated the same paragraph 4 pages apart from each other. A lot of authors wouldn't do that.
I was about to say, didn't he already get seduced by some perfume promises a couple of pages ago?
By the Major General Foreskin.
You have found another weakness. Cold water and perfume.
Cold water, perfume. He can't remember things from 4 pages ago.
I mean, he just really loves that turn of phrase. I mean, I can't blame him. It's beautiful.
The perfume.
He is the James Joyce of shitty martial arts books.
I just wouldn't use that phrase for CIA promises of deadly spy work. They promised me there'd be perfume on the spy work.
It seems like all they promised him was like, it's going to suck. Everything about this sucks. You might get killed by people who work for the same agency. We have nothing for you to go on. Just a bunch of murders.
We're going to call you Tinkerbell the whole time?
Yeah, we're real mean and abusive.
You'll hate this and we hate you. Is what the 2 things you need to know right off the bat.
Like, you are the fodder in this mission, Frank. Clearly, you're the one who dies first in this trip.
Enough with your perfumed promises.
Well, you train me how to do good sex, right? Oh, absolutely. We've got the finest sex teachers in all of Europe.
No, it's mostly foot stuff. Get out of here.
The past 2 years, however, had marked a hiatus in my intelligence experience, interrupted occasionally by some calls from a man I had met under a number of occasions. The man who would become my handler, Robert C. Ames. So again, he just forgot he wrote all this down 4 pages ago. I liked Ames' laid-back attitude. It always seemed as if he was having fun and that he didn't give a damn what anyone thought. He didn't need his ego stroked, like so many others in the business. Some were there for that very reason.
You just said you hated that about other guys. Oh, they treated it like a game, and if they joke around, I liked how he joked around. Like 1 paragraph. You made it 1 paragraph.
I mean, to be fair, none of the jokes have been very funny anyway. So,
yeah, they're tough to get through. I love this book so much, except for like when he makes the little movie banter, when the guys are like riffing on each other, because it reeks of like, obviously none of this happened, but it also has the stench of someone who's like, oh, I should have said that super cool thing back then. And so it's like this extra lie on top of the cool lie that makes it suck.
No, I firmly believe all of this happened. Like every line of this book, every bit of dialogue. Frank wouldn't lie about these things.
You can't prove it didn't.
So far, I really do believe the foot stuff. I believe he sucked some jam off some feet.
And I believe he hung out creepily in a Crown Plaza lobby checking out the dudes.
I didn't say it was consensual. I think he's probably crawling around under the tables, spreading jam on feet, and getting thrown out of bistros.
Socks on his hands, dog ears on his head. I'm just a dog. Woof.
Where did half of this dog go?
Photo courtesy of the author. The interior was richly paneled and floor marbled. I had little time to admire the fancy elevator, however. The moment the doors closed, the 3 suits frisked the hell out of me. And they knew what they were doing. They divested me. They divested me of my belt. In the hollow compartment behind my cowboy buckle, I hid tools, lockpicks, and other paraphernalia that might come in handy some other time, but not tonight. Make sure I get that back, I told Mr. Suit. He maintained his deadpan. If you come back, you'll get the belt back.
Oh, Mr. Suit.
God, it's so hot. And then he wrapped it around my neck. Jesus Christ.
I love that there are tools, lockpicks, and paraphernalia in the belt buckle. Like if you got a spy belt buckle with like a handcuff key or something, fine, cute. But like he's got tools and paraphernalia. He can't list a second thing other than the lockpicks. And that's why I'm suspicious. Like, what is there? Waterproof matches? Is there a compass? Like, what are the devices in your fucking belt? Yeah, so you got an Allen wrench in there? Which size? You need a whole array of Allen wrenches.
I picture him with like the actual WWE championship belt around him. And like just
it's got like a lunch.
At the risk of like spoilers for like, what's to come. If you think what's in his belt is amazing, wait till you find out what's in his shoes.
Oh, thank God you said shoes.
That's true.
I really thought that was going. Based on everything that we've read so far and how fraught with sexual tension, Really thought that was going somewhere else.
Well, you never know. I mean, there's still a lot of book to go. And this bathroom scene really drags as well. There's a lot to this bathroom scene.
Yeah.
We're only getting hornier as we go.
Absolutely. Frank Dukes continues. They thought I was merely the intercontinental champion with my belt, but inside I had a Lunchables make your own pizza deluxe set in case I got hungry.
Picture him just squatting on a toilet, assembling each little piece. 1 pepperoni per side.
Okay, we descend past the plaza level, located below street level, to the California level. As the doors opened, light classical music wafted in and followed us through the hallways. At least it wasn't music.
Oh, God, anything but music. Jesus, that would have been a nightmare.
Nailed it.
In this
Frank.
kidnapping.
Just like instant boner killer. Ruin the mood. The whole vibe is lost.
But what if it was like music of Careless Whisper or something? That would have been fun.
It did nothing to make the situation less hot. I loosened the button. Inside the button were all kinds of cool spy stuff.
Little gun, you had to work with tweezers.
So they stopped in front of a bathroom, and they frisked me a second time, and then made me take off my boots. Don't fool around with those, I joked. They explode when tampered with by the uninitiated.
He's like, I got them in a joke shop.
He gave my otherwise harmless-looking black elephant skin boots a careful and thorough inspection, discovering evidence of my escape kit. He found a knife scabbard, false pockets to hide various IDs in the boot's lining, custom-made to go along with the hollow heels, where I'd hidden a det cord and plastic explosives. A handcuff key fell out of the false pocket just above the heel. Mr. Stute, still playing the intimidation game, tucked it into his own pocket for safekeeping.
This is incredible. He's recreated the comical scene from like a Naked Gun movie where they just keep taking weapons out and throwing them, but it's all coming from a boot, which is so much funnier.
We waited together in the bathroom for about 10 minutes. Plenty of time for me to check out our meeting place. Some bathroom.
What are we going to do, boys? 10 minutes to kill in here. 10 minutes to kill, and I got no belt and no shoes.
And I got all these cool toys from my belt.
And a lot of paraphernalia.
Frank thinks he's a spy, so he doesn't quite know what good details are and what bad details are. So about a half a page, he just gives details about the bathroom, like pointless ones about how nice the toilet seats are. And then in the back, he's like, where most people, only a super spy would even think to notice, he sees a big metal door. He's like, yes, but if you go past the sinks, which most people would get hung up on, what's a sink doing in a bathroom? I saw a weird, giant metal door. His keen spy senses knew that meant something.
And what's that, I said? Where you keep the maintenance supplies? Yes, they said. That's what it is in every bathroom.
But I don't know about you guys, but I really felt like I was in that bathroom with him. Like, I mean, he described it so well. It was just like, wow, I can see the tiles. I can see that sink over there. I can see that weird door at the back of the bathroom. It's like, I mean, it was like being in a bathroom. It was amazing.
It's like you're really there, barefoot and being watched over by hunks.
Should be a blurb on the cover. It's really like being in a bathroom.
What's in here, I asked, pointing toward the rear door. Metal from the looks of it. I found a coin. I hid it in the secret pocket that they'd never found, along with 4 chainsaws and my nunchucks. My escape nunchucks. See for yourself. I stuck my head into the large, empty janitor's closet, practically as clean as the bathroom itself. The closet ceiling was much higher, and pipes were visible overhead. I shut the door and wondered how much longer I'd have to wait. So,
again, incredible attention to detail in this bathroom scene. It is just, wow.
I shut the door and thought, I really wish something would happen, but I can't. I'm trapped in this chapter, and there's no escape.
There could have been an underground base. Welcome. Most people don't try the bathroom door, Frank. You're an elite secret spy.
It's amazing to watch him trap himself in his own chapter, try to escape, and then get denied. Nothing, it turns out. How do people do this? How do people write stuff? Now I'm looking it up.
His attention to detail in describing this fucking bathroom is like Ishida Kim's attention to detail in describing tea drinking in The Amorous Adventures of Ishida Kim. If you've ever read that book, he goes to great lengths to tell you about, how warm the tea was, what it tasted like, how long it took to brew, all in his, sex book, which is mostly about tea.
That's what I love about books like these, is you discover, like, they're trying to pretend to be somebody really cool and with all of these deadly interests, but then you discover what they're really passionate about, like tea and bathrooms.
Yeah, here's the thing that Frank Duke knows a lot about.
Bathroom design. That's all he wanted to be.
So a balding old man with white tufts of hair and disarray around huge ears walks in. Everything about him seemed to slump, from his earlobes to his jowls to his shoulders. His eyelids drooped behind his wireframe glasses, his sleepy eyes sandwiched between the bloated lids and the puffy bags underneath. He wore a dark, nondescript suit, but sported a paisley tie loosened at the neck. I was in my prime, about as fit as a human being could be, a martial arts expert, and one of the fastest men alive when it came to reacting on a moment's notice. I could have picked up this feeble, out-of-shape old man with one hand and dashed him against the marble wall with enough force to kill him instantly. But physical force...
I kind of picture Frank, reading this bit to, a room full of, 8-year-olds, practicing karate. He's like, kids, let me tell you about this one time when I could have slammed this guy's head right through a toilet wall.
That's his reaction to just seeing an old, out-of-shape guys. I could kill this man. I could kill him instantly.
It's another dumb martial arts guy thing, is that they act like they're constantly assessing danger and seeing opponents and with ways they would defeat these opponents if they had to. I'm 7 steps into the fight, but before they even know I'm there. So he's a little that's leaking out.
Having only the weapons I could find in a normal bathroom at my disposal. Choke him with the toilet paper. Oh, no, it's the plunger. Just going to plunge him.
Just plunge his face
I'm
off.
calling it.
I'm only surprised that, you got all the facts at the end of Bloodsport, fastest kick with a punch or whatever it was. But yet he has this one fact in the book here where he says, I'm one of the fastest men alive when it comes to reacting on a moment's notice. How come that wasn't in there with the facts, Frank? You're slipping.
Add that to the kick speed. Yeah.
Yeah. And how the hell do you measure something like that?
It's so funny because this is a man with real stats about his speed, and he's keeping it super vague.
I think it was in there. It was fastest murder of a helpless old man with no provocation. 0.34 seconds.
Fastest meeting a guy and imagining how you could have killed him for no reason. Frank Dukes. But physical force does not necessarily equal real power, as I well know from my training. No matter what he looked like, Bill Casey possessed the power of authority. Not just the authority of his position, but an internal confidence that differentiates men of his type from all others. He exuded the sense that what he said went, and that he expected his orders to be carried out with exactness. Somehow, that interior force of personality overrode the outer image of the tired, sagging face and body, creating an impression necessary to maintaining a certain type of authority. He exuded the message, don't mess with me or you'll regret it.
So Frank is telling us that he's a sub here, right?
Yeah, then now it's hot again.
Yep.
You're right. Now it's hot again.
He smelled the dom on this fella, and he said, Daddy, I am all yours. They already took my belt. These pants will drop right off.
5-finger death punch, fuck yeah, secret man. Karate, fuck yeah, ooh, shit, punch and kick. I fucked your dad, what the what, nothing damn. Don't force me to, I'm a dick. Oh yeah, there's punching and kicking and fighting and beating and licking and punching and punching and spying and licking, yeah. Secret man. I'm not that damn. Fuck your mom. Sorry. Shut up. I'm a secret man.